Alright, this is the first episode of the PJ podcast, and I got my two buddies here, Jonathan and Rocco. Our special guest is Rocco, actually, but I'm glad he's here. Thanks for coming on. How's your guys' day been so far?
Hey, thanks for having me on the podcast, but my day's been alright so far.
That's good. What about you, John?
It's been pretty good.
That's great. So, we're going to be talking about, multiple topics here, guys. We're going to be talking about music, amusement park, horror movies. It's going to be a lot, alright? It probably won't be the longest, but it's our first podcast, and we just want this to turn out well, alright?
Just a learning
So, starting off with music. What type of music genres do you guys like? Me, personally, I like 80s rock, rap music, and smooth music too, like a smooth, calm type of music. What about you, Rocco?
I love metal and progressive rock. In fact, my favorite bands are Tool, Rammstein, Gojira, Opeth, and Slipknot. Rammstein's Sense-Soaked is one of the biggest metal albums. They're the reason my favorite band is them. And they have a great industrial metal sound with heavily distorted guitars and a lot of synthesizer. Their guitar distortion tone is immaculate, man. Another good band is Gojira. They are a French death and progressive metal band. The progressive rock rhythms combined with an extremely fast death drum make Gojira a solid band.
Hey, I got
What
something
about
to
you,
say
Jonathan?
about that.
What do you
Wait, I got something to say about that. So, Rammstein, right? They're the German guys, aren't they? So, aren't they having a band around here?
Yeah.
In a month, I think, right? Yeah, do you plan on going to that one? To that band?
The last time
Go
they
ahead.
had a
Go ahead.
I don't know, but the last time they had a tour in my city was in the Coliseum during September. And I want to see them during the summer in Germany. I don't think they're going to be touring in North America anytime soon again.
Oh, I see. Hey, how was your visit at the Coliseum?
It was great. They had a lot of fire. Their keyboardist carried the show.
Dude, how many people were there? That's what I kind of want to know, because I've never really been to an actual concert, especially to such a huge band. What did it look like up there?
There were 6 guys up there, and there was a huge screen that showed them up close, and there was a bunch of screens. They had to build their entire stadium, set that up. They have an elevator that goes up to the top of the stadium, and their logo is all over the place.
That's
Girls
great to
and
hear.
guys were screaming.
Yeah, dude. Were there any rock girls and boys out there that were adults that were actual heavy metal fans? Maybe they look like the 2007 emos. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, well...
With all the piercings, you know?
Well, I didn't see anyone with piercings or tattoos, but they had long-ass hair. I mean, everyone of every age was coming there. I saw a couple of infants. Everyone can enjoy these German guys in peace. That's what makes them so good.
Yeah, that's great to hear. Hey, Jonathan, what about you? You like any genres of music? Any bands out there currently?
I like more chill music, like Mac Miller and Pink Floyd. The chill too.
That's good. That's good
Not
to
really
hear.
heavy metal.
You like rock bands? Just in general rock bands, 80s rock?
80s, 70s, yeah, those are some of the best music out there.
Yeah.
In my own opinion.
Hey, how about you, Rocco? You like any 80s bands?
I like the Police quite a bit.
That's cool. Is that
Mostly...
Are the Police, are they
You-
Are the Police, are they a I've never really heard of them. Are they a mainstream band, or are they a small band?
They're one of
They're
the biggest...
mainstream.
They're pretty mainstream. They're one of the biggest bands.
They made Roxanne.
Oh, really? Alright. Well, we got that out there. So let's talk about what the worst bands are, what the best bands are. And this is just in general, from what your guys' genre is, from the music you guys like. I'll go first for the best band. Honestly, for me, the best band has to be Queen. I just like how every song it's not repetitive, and they're like they how do I say this? Their songs always sound good, and they're not popular for one type of song, you know? Like most artists nowadays, they get popular for one song and then they just get forgotten in like a month or a year. But like Queen, I don't think anyone's gonna be forgetting them anytime soon, honestly. Such a great band. What do you guys think is the worst band in general? Starting with you, Rocco.
I think the worst rock band, in my opinion, is Marilyn Manson. His edgy industrial metal slash alt metal shock rock causes many parents, including our super Christian parents, a major heart attack. The Beautiful People is one of the worst hard rock songs of the 90s. It's repetitive, very repetitive. All he says is, the beautiful people, over and over again. I need help after listening to this shit ass music.
Dude, I don't even
Didn't you
know how
use the
people like
Lycra?
Marilyn Manson. It's like Marilyn Manson. He's a freak. Have you seen him? Like, didn't he get like surgery in like one of his ribs removed or something like that? I don't know. It's a crazy type of death metal. I don't get how people like it. But yeah. What about you, John? What's your favorite band, and what do you think's the worst band out there?
Worst band out there? I don't know. I gotta say Gojira. It's just screaming. Like the best band, not really out there, but Pink Floyd. They make some of the good music.
Yeah, I heard they're popular. I don't really listen to them though. How is it?
I don't know. It's just like I said before. It's like chill, just kind of something to vibe to.
That's good. What about you, Rocco? What is your favorite band? Like in general.
Oh, just in general, not just specifically metal. I want to say
Yeah.
like Rush or something. Rush is pretty good. Rush is my favorite progressive rock band besides maybe Tool. That's heavily debatable.
That's cool, yeah.
Oh, bless you.
Well, I guess we could come to a middle ground. What do you guys think is like? I mean, it's not a good band, but it's not trash either. It's super mid. What do you guys think? Like, just name some bands out there, and then like, you guys like Kiss? You know Kiss?
Oh, mid. That's mid. That's mid.
That's pretty mid. Low key, the bassist, bro, Gene Simmons, he scares the shit out of me. I do not like that dude.
No, Kiss is like I don't know. They put out like one good song for me, or like one song that I like.
Oh yeah, what was the song?
Detroit Rock City.
That's cool. You guys like Green Day?
Emo.
They're not emo. I'd say they're pop punk, but they're solid. No, the most mid band is the band who made Down with the Sickness. Oh, wow. That is the most forgettable rock song ever. I haven't rediscovered that song in like until
The most
now.
forgettable. I think everyone knows that song, and like you don't gotta like be into that just to know the It's like back in the day, it was like a nostalgic song just placed in videos. But what about AC/DC? You guys listen to that?
I wouldn't say it's
I
mid.
like that.
I just don't like it.
Yeah.
No, the singer's voice is just not my type of thing. It just sounds so like scratchy and stuff, you know.
Okay, I said this, but I like rap. You guys like rap?
Oh, definitely.
Of course.
Yeah. So let's name some artists out there. You guys like Drake?
Nah, not that kind of rap.
Well, I like. Oh yeah, you like the old type of rap, like the Eminem and.
Not really Eminem.
Oh yeah, like what do you like?
You know, MF Doom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, kind of like
Yeah,
that.
British guy.
British.
Yeah.
What?
What?
He is British though.
No, he's not.
Old
Oh,
school
well.
rap is solid, but I prefer
Honestly, yeah.
melodic trap rap.
Like you guys like Biggie, Tupac, Outkast. Outkast
some
is the
of
one. Is like, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I hurry. You heard that song, John?
No, that song is good, but have you heard a song called Atlians? He goes hard on that song in Atlians.
Honestly, I don't know what I like more. I don't know if I like modern rap, like the dudes with the Lil in their name, or the
No, I
solid
don't.
'90s rap. Yeah.
Do
You
you guys
guys
know Mac
like?
Miller?
I mean, I don't really listen to him. What about you, uh, Rock? You like Mac Miller?
Mac Miller, that one song he made with Future is pretty good. I will admit, he has like the best production. His beats are awesome. Mac Miller's beats.
Exactly.
Whoever made his beats, like top tier producer,
He makes most of
artist.
his own stuff.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
In his
that's
old
pretty cool.
songs, he used samples, but like in his like
okay.
2015 and later, it's like really good
Speaking
stuff.
of samples, do you guys like Kanye?
No, after what he said.
Honestly, Kanye kind of lost that rap battle against Darth Vader.
Oh yeah,
Okay. What about Tyler? You guys like Tyler?
yeah, he's
Fuck
pretty good.
no.
Mid.
Honestly,
I say mid.
he's kind of like I don't hate him, but he's kind of mid. Honestly, I know a guy who would love Tyler if he was here right now.
He's not here.
Yep, sadly, but it's cool. Okay, we're not gonna move on yet. Do you guys have anything else to say? If not, then I guess we'll just move on.
I have one last thing I gotta say.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Why haven't we talked about rap rock yet? Like Limp Bizkit or something.
This-
Rap
Bizkit?
rock? I've never heard of rap rock before.
I used to love Limp Bizkit. Not anymore though.
Yeah, I guess that's a pretty forgotten genre.
Okay,
The only good rap rock song is Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of.
Oh, that okay. Yeah, I love Rage.
that's
But
cool.
that's all I gotta say about music and stuff for now. I don't know.
That's great to know. We hit a middle ground, and our genres aren't too off. We all like the same thing pretty much. I can tell. Okay, let's see here. Okay, well, as some of you guys don't know, we know each other in real life, and recently we went to this amusement park called Six Flags. It's more of a California type of thing. I think there's one in Florida, right, John?
Oh, they're everywhere.
No, they're everywhere, but the Six Flags
I
we
mean,
went to.
It's
Isn't there like a
the one we
Cedar
went
Point?
to
You
is
guys
the
know
best.
Cedar Point?
Yeah,
You
Isn't
said
that like the other side of like the country?
okay.
It's like an In and Out. It's like In and Out or Whataburger. You know, like In and Out is one side of Whataburger's on the other side. Is it like that where Six Flags is on one side of the country, and like Cedar Point and all these other?
no, Six Flags is everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the one we went to is like a 15. It's like a
Valencia.
27-minute drive from LA. It's called Six Flags Magic Mountain.
But it was in the slums of LA.
I think it was around like I forgot the name of the city, but I would say it's like around Ventura or something.
It's Valencia.
Or Valencia, not
I
Ventura.
kid you not. When we were driving over there, it was so ran down. Like the buildings, they had like brown spots over there. It looked like Chernobyl. And like I don't know how they get graffiti so up high in the air. I don't know how they do it, but
No,
I mean the experience was cool. It's just
LA is a shit
Let's-
city.
yeah. Let's talk about the rides here, guys.
I don't get why people think LA is such a good place. It's not.
It's just
isn't.
really big. That's why. It's a huge city. That's why people think it's the best.
It's the second biggest city in the USA. First one being New York City. But
Yeah,
the
dude,
rides.
I want to visit Times Square. Honestly, it looks so cool.
For like the ball drop or just like
No,
in general.
just like in general. All right. Well, before we get into
Honestly-
the rides, actually from Six Flags, let's talk about amusement parks in general, guys. So in California, we got Knott's Berry Farm and Disneyland, Six
Disneyland's
Flags.
mid now.
Honestly, yeah, it's really mid. I mean, the experience is nice, but it just
I
doesn't
get
hit
it.
the same as when I was a kid. Honestly, we got to talk about the prices of food at these amusement parks.
Oh
man.
my gosh, we gotta share.
Dude, it was $18 for 4 tiny chicken tenders at Six Flags. It was not worth it at all. I mean, it tasted good, but I'm not paying $18 for that, man. But I've been to this, like, it's not really an amusement park. It's like golfing, but it has like two rides there, bumper cars and motorboats. It's
Like
called
a
Golf and
boomers?
Stuff.
Oh, golf and stuff.
I mean, yeah, it's like Boomers pretty much. You guys have ever been to Boomers?
Of course.
Yeah, everyone has.
I think
That's
Boomers
cool.
is down in Westminster, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
or
but,
Huntington.
yeah. But like, we gotta talk about those small amusement parks that are underrated. Like, the entry fee is like $10 to get in. And like, you gotta play all day. There's an arcade and everything. It's cool. But I'm gonna talk about my first experience going to here, guys. Tell me this now. What was your first amusement park you guys gone to?
Probably Disneyland.
Honestly, yeah, everyone's has
I
to
was
be
a little
Disneyland.
kid.
Mine was Disneyland. Rocco, was yours Disneyland?
Actually, I want to say I'm gonna say no for this one. It was actually Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh, it might have been Knott's for me actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, Knott's was cool, but yeah, it wasn't my first though. But Disneyland, dude, the food there is so expensive. I went there with my whole family one time, and my mom she brought her own like pre-made meals there. It was like rice and I don't know, some Asian meal at the time. It was good, but I mean, it was smart too. Like, it would have costed at least $40 just to feed the whole family at Disneyland.
Yeah, now you
at, like,
can't
some,
bring your own food.
some tiny snack stand. It's dumb. And do all these places, are they all just expensive? Like, is there like a cheap food place at these big amusement parks?
Out of all the theme parks I've been to, probably Disneyland is the cheapest, which is weird.
Honestly, I've actually been to Disney World in Orlando, Florida, and it's super cheap, yet the food is high quality.
I wouldn't
I
call
have-
it high quality.
Yeah, wait, I have a question about that. Is Disneyland Orlando, Florida, the one in
No.
Orlando, Florida, and the one from California, are they like the same thing? I mean, not Disneyland,
No.
Disney World, I mean.
Like
Are
you
they
know,
the
Disney-
same thing pretty much?
No, not even close. Disney World is so much, but it's so much bigger. There's Epcot Center, Animal World. There's like 4 different themes in the same park, and there's a hotel and everything.
Dude,
That's-
Animal World? I like that. Like, they put a like an animal kingdom area inside of an amusement park. I like that. Don't they have that at Disneyland? I'm not sure though.
Honestly,
That's cool.
the worst food that's like the most overpriced is probably like carnival food. Have you ever been to those like carnivals
Dude.
that are like
That's
Carnival
just
food
better.
is so crazy. Like, have you guys ever had the what's that thing where it's like swirled around?
cotton candy?
No, not cotton candy. It's like the dough and it has like powdered sugar on the top.
oh,
Funnel cakes.
Oh,
Funnel
yeah,
cakes.
funnel cake.
That's the best
Dude,
thing ever.
it's like funnel cakes, but it's not just powdered sugar. It's like powdered sugar with like donuts on top. It's crazy. Dude, have you seen deep fried butter on a steak? I've actually seen that before. It's gonna kill you if you eat it. But I don't
Dude,
know.
that's gonna take like 10 years off your life, and it's gonna give you like a shit ton of heart problems.
kidney
Do not
failure.
eat
Does it
that.
even taste good? Would it even taste good? Like that's what
It's
I'm wondering.
literally just butter. It cannot
It just
taste.
tastes like butter, like a stick of butter. I don't know.
Dude, I'm too scared to put that in my mouth. I know I'll like get a heart attack instantly if I put that in my mouth.
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed all the carnival rides seem pretty sketchy? Like
I
I'm
know.
scared they might break on you.
Like,
the-
all right, dude. There's like this whole ride. It like goes 200 feet up in the air, and then like it's placed. The way they
so
place it down,
weird.
it's literally inside of a box. And, like they open up the box just to open it, and then. Have you seen the hammer ride where it goes up and down? Like
Yeah.
sometimes the ride just sways. Like I don't trust it at all.
Oh, no,
It's
man.
not trustworthy at
And
all.
dude, like the carnivals are so sketchy. Last year, someone got stabbed at the OC fair.
Yeah, I mean, Carnival. It's an experience, but man, it's really sketchy.
I'm just thankful to be like alive and not hurt or harmed in any way after coming from the carnival. Except my heart. My heart might fucking kill me in like 40 years, you know?
Honestly, a ride I see at carnivals, you know, like the swing ride where like it goes all the way up in the air and like you're on like a swing set. You guys know that ride?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that ride.
Those always break down.
I know. I don't trust it at all. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
dude. Carnivals. I mean, would you compare them to amusement parks? Like they aren't expensive in food wise, but
I
just like
mean,
how they
Um,
are.
honestly, amusement parks, they're so much better. It's worth spending the extra money for the safety and like
Honestly, yeah, the safety.
the safety. Yeah, yeah, the safety.
I mean, I would say that most of the people that operate these rides, they're like 17 years, 15 to 16, 17 years old. But that's the same thing at like most of these theme parks, you know? Dude,
Yeah.
have you guys been to like state fairs?
yeah, they're scary.
OC State Fair, man. Of course.
I mean, like I've seen like fairs in general, but not like state fairs. Are they like different? Or, like the same thing?
They're just larger, honestly.
I kid you not. I went to this fair one time, and there was this clown. It was like a really scary clown, right? It was. I don't even think he was a part of the fair. He was just wearing clown makeup. It was
What?
scary.
Speaking
Yeah,
of clowns, is
wait,
that
wait,
clown Pennywise?
man. I don't know. Maybe it was like white makeup. I don't know if he was trying to be like a scary clown or like I don't know. Dude, speaking of clowns, do you guys? When was the last time you guys seen like a genuine clown at like a party or something?
I've I've seen like a guy dressed up as Pennywise walking around the LA
No, I
Hollywood
mean,
Walk.
yeah, that doesn't really count. Like an actual clown.
Never.
You know, I called the guy
Never.
dressed
Like
up as
that's what I'm.
Pennywise, Art the Clown, and he got pretty pissed off. He said, "I'm not Art the Clown. I'm Pennywise." I'm like, "Whoops," and yeah, that's the
Yeah.
last time I talked to a clown. I don't think most parents hire clowns for their kid's birthday anymore.
Because that's
Oh.
creepy and weird.
I know, like, okay, it's weird, but let's talk about knots now. I'm pretty sure we live in Cypress, California, right? Well, some of us live in Cypress, but we live in California in general, and we live right next to a Knott's Berry Farm. Dude, you know the people that go to those that go to it? It's like
So sketchy. So many fights now.
I know, dude. It's
That is
it's
sad.
different compared to when I was younger. But like, let's talk about some rides at Knott's. I haven't been to Knott's in so many years, like maybe 6 years. Maybe it was the last time I've been to Knott's. It's been a long time. But what are some rides there? The only ride I really know is Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Is the Ghost Rider the wooden ride?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my, that one has a long line, but it's so worth it because of how long it is.
Yeah.
Think
it's
about
pretty
it.
long ride.
And plus, the experience. You know how it's made out of wood, right? You can feel the shakiness and all that stuff.
I know it's so sketchy, but it's like it's whatever.
What
But
about
the
the ride at
engineer-
Six Flags? The
Yeah,
one
dude,
that's
the
the
engine-
wooden one. That one was even sketchier.
Bro,
Okay,
do
but
not
what are some
doubt
rides
this.
there? Honestly, since I haven't been as I said before, I haven't been to Knott's in forever, so I don't really know.
There's the
You guys,
accelerator.
you guys have been to Knott's.
Accelerator is the best
How do
ride.
some of these rides work, or not work, but like how are they?
Okay,
You know?
well, to answer your question, the accelerator is a little different. Like, it uses some weird force magnet. I can't tell to like get you up the rail, and then it lets momentum do the rest for you. Unlike some roller coasters that just have like the same amount of force and electricity the entire way.
That's cool. And at Knott's, is it like expensive? They're like, I know, of course, it's gonna be expensive, but
it's-
like as
it costs more
expensive as
than-
places like Six Flags.
It costs more than Six Flags. And there's like only 3 rides open right now, so
Oh wow,
it's not worth it.
yeah. Okay, I have a question. So I know we just named those 3, but are there any more like mainstream big industries amusement parks in our area? Pretty much, since all I know is Disneyland, Knott's, and Six Flags. What else is there?
I
Or is
mean,
that
there are
it?
a couple of boardwalks. I don't know if those count.
Oh
no.
in
I mean, would they?
LA.
They have arcades. They have rides. They have like
No. I'm talking about like a mainstream thing that like everyone around the country knows.
The closest
Oh.
one is like up in California.
Yeah, oh well. Anyways, now that we got the topic of just amusement parks in general, we're not done with it yet, but it was personally me. It was my first experience going to Six Flags last week. Actually,
Yeah,
we
that
were
was
driving
fun.
there. As I said before, it was really sketchy. But I mean, we got there, and honestly, it wasn't too bad. The lines weren't too long since we got there right away, and it was so different from. It's crazy. That's all I can really say. Like the first ride we went on, Batman. We all went on that, right, guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah. It was just so many loops as like a day starter.
It was
So many
only
loops at 10 o'clock in the morning.
dude. That was the first one. That was like the chillest ride of all day.
Yeah, I
Later on,
know.
it's
And then it just after we got out of the Marvel section, then it just not the Marvel. I mean DC.
What do you mean the
section.
DC? Yeah, the DC
Yeah.
stuff.
After we got out of the DC section, it was just crazy. Like, man, X2. Oh my gosh, Joshua, what you think about X2? I mean,
Dude,
Rocco.
X2 rocked my shit, bro. Like, it rocked my shit, bro. Like, you need a strong neck for that. No, you need a strong neck for all of these rides. How has no one gotten whiplash?
Dude, I got so much.
As I said, the marvelous engineers.
I mean, on X2,
I got 0. I felt
they all right. On X2, you're going backwards, and then you're going head down towards the ground, and then you just get picked up on the last second. Like, you're about to get crushed and die. And then you just get saved. Like, it's so crazy. And it's if you watch a video on it, it doesn't show, like, the effects of it on, like, how it really is, you know? It's like, there's so much power
especially with
towards
the
it, like,
singing.
so much pressure. I thought I was going to fall off so many times, bro. And speaking of falling off, Katsu or Tatsu or whatever, it's so
The
risky.
dragon
It's so
ride?
sketchy. Yeah, it's.
That
I
was
mean, like you're strapped in, but I feel like I was gonna fall out since I wasn't like completely fat enough where, like one wrong move, one wrong turn, I was gonna like fall out of the ride. It was crazy, and it was kind of nasty too when we were pulling up at the end, and there's all the gum and stuff. But there was a NOS pass there, which was cool. Okay, let's talk about the best ride there and the worst ride there. Rocco, what was your favorite ride?
My favorite ride, honestly, it took me a second there, but I want to say the Twisted ride because the first one, the first drop initially, it scares you.
especially
It gets you very good.
backseat, dude. Twisted
But then
was the best.
you go around the coaster once for one time, and then you get to the second
I mean,
big loop. Big drop off.
it's good, but it's
It
really
gets you
worth the
from
wait.
surprise.
It's
We went
like
on that ride twice.
it's like a minute. Wait. No, never mind. All right, what about you, John?
No, that was like the shortest one.
Twisted X2. Those two were the best.
Twisted at X2. I mean, X2 was so scary, but I liked it honestly. But Twisted, it
was
might be
fun.
my favorite ride too. I just like how you get to experience it twice, and it's like you're pretty much racing with the other person, or not the other person, the other car. It's great. Okay, and what was a mid ride there? What do you guys think was mid?
Scream.
Scream
The
was
Lex
so
Luthor
mid.
ride.
Honestly, yeah, Lex
Yeah,
Luthor.
Lex Luthor wasn't even bad.
It wasn't that bad. It's
No,
really
it's
short.
just-
All it does is it scares you with the height. That's really it. But it's like a regular drop tower.
Not even.
But-
It's like less scary than the one at Knott's.
Yeah, it's
No, it's just you guys were
Like-
just like building it up so much before during the line there.
yeah, dude. What was that ride where it goes fast right away, and then when you're spinning around the circle, you stop there for like a second, and you go down.
Oh, Full
Um,
Throttle?
Yeah, Full Throttle. What do you guys
The
think
big
about that ride?
loop. That one was fun, but with the weight, it was kind of like...
I mean, it was fun, but was the wait worth it? What do you guys think?
No, I don't know about the wait. It was like an hour, maybe more.
And it was only like a minute long, honestly.
And it was cold,
Right.
too.
Yeah, it was so cool. And we were right next to a group of let's just say they weren't the nicest kids.
They were loud.
They were loud and they were like disrespectful. It was whatever. Okay. So we got the best and mid ride. What is the worst ride there? Like, you don't want to go on it again, but not because it was scary, but because you just didn't like it.
Definitely
I
Scream, dude.
I
That
gotta
ride
go with Scream.
sucked.
All it is just a bunch of loops. Really.
Honestly,
Go ahead.
there was a worse ride, but you guys didn't go on it because you guys knew it would make you sick.
Oh
That
yeah,
ride
yeah,
made me
that
sick.
ride.
It's just going back and forth.
What? Oh yeah, that's right.
It was like the
I
hammer
forgot what
ride.
it was called.
The giant swinging arm.
Yeah.
You know, it makes you sick because it's so repetitive. It's not fun.
So Apocalypse, right? Is
Like-
it similar to Ghost Rider or Apocalypse? What do you guys think? They're both wooden rides.
Honestly, it seemed like more turny and fast, but it wasn't.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, I like how in some of these rides it builds the tension when the other ride passes by, you know? Like in Apocalypse, when you're waiting to board,
Yeah.
it's like really loud. And I just feel like that's the only other factor of Scream as well. It's just like really loud. Honestly. But, man.
Dude, Superman was closed, and that one sounds like a jet passing by.
And Gladiator was close too. I wanted to go on Gladiator.
Yeah, that one's fun.
Not Gladiator.
But the thing
Live.
is, their signature ride, it was closed down for some reason.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset about that.
Yeah.
It's fun.
What about-
a lot of stuff opened up, so
Yeah, wait, has there been a day where everything has just been open? Or is everything always
Open?
just closed? Yeah, like open.
no, it's
Why-
like a
why is it
gamble. Like
closed?
sometimes it's all open, sometimes it's all closed. Probably wind, but I don't know.
Okay. Let's compare.
Malfunction? Nah,
let's-
I don't think it's malfunction.
Wait, so at all these places, do they all serve turkey legs?
I don't know.
No, only Disneyland.
Oh. Okay.
I've never even seen a person eat a turkey leg like outside of
Probably
holidays.
tastes nasty.
The only people I see eating turkey legs are like those barbarians on like those TV shows.
Yeah. Honestly, Six Flags was so fun, dude. It was my
Yeah, I want to go
my
back.
Yeah,
first
I was-
experience. But when it was your guys' first experience, like I know it wasn't, but like when it was like the very, very, very first time you guys went, how was it?
It sucked.
It sucked because like the Batman ride gave me a headache.
Everything was closed.
Yeah,
I
honestly,
waited
when I
3 hours.
was coming home and I lied on my bed, I was like falling over. Like I was feeling the after
Yeah.
effects of going on all those rides.
Did you feel it in your legs or something? Like the legs?
Yeah.
No, I felt it in like my head and I was like falling over.
You're just sleepy after Six Flags, like every time.
Yeah, dude.
You know.
Six Flags is also the place where we bought that $18 4 tenders,
Yeah,
tiny tenders meal. It was not worth it, dude.
we were all hungry.
No.
Okay. So, is that all we got to say about amusement parks? Is there
Yeah.
anything else you guys want to like
Just
throw in?
compared them to like other amusement parks and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What was the best amusement park out there compared to those three that we mentioned?
Definitely Six Flags.
Six Flags. Six Flags.
Six Flags, definitely.
There's Six Flags. Everything else just sucks. and it's
Yeah,
pretty
everything
boring.
else is just sucks.
I mean, it doesn't hit after you go into X2. Roller coasters are just they
No,
aren't
They
that
don't hit
bad
the
anymore. Yeah. Dude, it's crazy how in roller coasters you're getting protected by like one tiny barrier thing. If that plops open, you're pretty much dead. Yeah, I think it's cool though. Okay, so we're going on to our final topics now. We're gonna be talking about 80s slashers and some modern day slashers, and what's the best and worst type of slashers. Here, I'll name a couple of the 80s slashers, and you guys like know a couple of them, right? Like Michael Myers, Jason, Ghostface.
Leatherface? Nah,
Leather-
Ghostface is 90s.
Yeah, I guess he is 90s. Leatherface is like 70s.
70s. Yeah,
Yeah.
70s. Freddy Krueger is 80s though.
Freddy Krueger is the best.
Jeepers Creepers. I don't really watch that. I don't know, and I don't really want to watch that.
Oh, wait,
Didn't
what
they
about
die?
Pinhead? Yeah, Pinhead.
Oh yeah, and Pennywise.
Okay.
Well, like old
Okay.
Pennywise, that one like creeps me out, honestly.
Wait. I feel like there's this one horror franchise that you guys forget. You know the Japanese girl that comes out the TV named like Sadako, The Ring and stuff?
I mean, I haven't really watched that one, but oh yeah, and Chucky too.
Chucky.
That's more like a comedy, though, right?
Chucky?
A comedy?
Yeah, Chucky is horror. Definitely horror. Slasher.
Wait, would Jaws be considered horror?
It's not really scary.
No, it's not really scary.
Oh yeah, and Universal Studios too.
Oh, I forgot.
Dude, I completely forgot to mention that.
It's down.
Honestly, what do you guys think about Universal? Honestly,
It was
Universal,
lame.
Best.
it's a
scenery.
second for me. Honestly,
Best scenery,
Yeah,
but
it's a
like,
second. It's not really. a-
dude, the Jurassic Park ride there, it's cool.
oh, that's in Florida. Oh no, you mean
No,
it's
no,
not.
it's there. No, it's there.
Yeah,
it's a
it's
water ride. It's the water ride.
But it only has like one drop though. That's really it.
yeah,
It's like a lot of these places. It's just one big drop, like on the log ride.
but it's
that's
more
really
about the
it.
scenery. It's not really.
Yeah, honestly, dude, have you guys gone to the in Universals? Wait, so we've all been to Universals, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys know like that ride? I mean, not it's not a ride. It's like the show. It's like the water show or something.
Yeah.
And like, it's like people get set on fire. And it's like a whole scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
have the best quality shows.
Yeah, it's like a stunt show. It's like a stunt show or something. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's
Yeah,
I want to say it's better than Disneyland, but I don't know.
it's better than Disneyland. Well,
Oh well, all right. Well,
But-
we got that out the way. Universal is definitely, as I said before, a very close second to me. It has a special place in my heart, man. When I was younger, I went there all the time for my birthday. But yeah. Anyways, back to the slashers thing. So say all these slashers, they all were put in a room, right? Which one would win? And these are just the 80s. I'll add the modern ones later, but they all got put in a room. Who would come out last surviving? Honestly. For me, I gotta go
Jason.
Michael Myers.
either Jason or Sadako.
I mean, Michael
Either
Myers. he can't
Jason
really
or
die.
Sadako. Okay, the thing is, like, Michael Myers is not unkillable. He's just a supernatural human. He has a limit. He can't survive getting half his torso blown off, or like.
Well,
I
he's
don't
just
think
gonna
he can
come back.
survive
It doesn't really
decapitation.
matter.
He's not going to come back because in one of the timelines, he actually doesn't have Cursed Thorn.
Okay,
It's just
well, what
really
about
hard to kill.
Leatherface? I feel like he would last like a long bit. He's like the biggest one there, isn't he?
Nah, that's Jason, definitely. Leatherface, he's like, he doesn't really have a plan. He's not, he just runs
He's just
up
gonna
his
slash.
chainsaw.
Yeah, he's just gonna
He's
attack
just gonna
everyone.
run up his chainsaw and just run at you.
Honestly, it's
The
crazy.
thing-
Isn't it Texas? Like, don't people carry guns in Texas?
Yes,
Especially
I think-
in the rural part of Texas where he lives.
dude, no, Texas is like the most gun-friendly state. The thing is, like, the reason why Leatherface is so hard to kill is because of his family. Like, imagine dealing with Leatherface chasing you with a chainsaw, and then his like mom or dad just comes out of nowhere and blasts your face off with a shotgun. Like, that's why I'm not going on the Sawyer's family property. It's not worth the risk of dying in brutal ways.
Who do you think would die first in this battle?
That's hard. I want to say like Pennywise because
Pennywise. I mean,
that's 90s.
technically,
That's 90s.
Pennywise can't really die unless someone bullies him. You know.
No, he can die if like no one is giving him fear. Like he feeds off of fear. He only gets stronger and unkillable.
Yeah,
if
they're
someone
all
feeds
really
him
killers.
fear.
I don't think they're gonna fear it.
I want to say Jason because Jason is immortal because he has a demon attached to his soul. But if one of the killers was smart enough to find a way to detach this demon from Jason's soul, then they can definitely kill Jason. But
I get would Alien be considered a slasher?
Alien, nah, it's not a slasher, but I think it's kind of horror.
Okay, what's your favorite genre? Since I know some of us aren't really too into slashers here, but like.
I kind
As
of
like a favorite genre. I mean, not genre. I mean, but your favorite movie or your favorite killer. I mean, who is?
Do you guys like action, like horror movies? I kind of like this franchise called Resident Evil. The coolest killer is probably like Nemesis or something because he carries a minigun and a rocket launcher. He's trying to kill the Raccoon Police Department members.
Yeah, he's cool, I guess. What about Silent Hill? You guys like Silent Hill?
Yeah, Pyramid Head.
Okay, well, to me personally, I like Michael Myers. He's for sure my favorite killer. How about you, John? Who do you like?
Freddy Krueger.
Oh yeah, Freddy as well, dude. Would Freddy have any power? What do you think? Like, no, but they're all in Dream World.
Yeah.
Wait, all of them are Dream World? Oh
No,
yeah,
no,
he
but-
almost killed.
Dude, didn't he like defeat Jason in Dream World?
No, he
Oh,
no,
well, then again, I don't
he lost to Jason even in the Dream World.
know.
That
Yeah, dude.
Freddy got his ass kicked in Freddy versus Jason.
I guess the good thing about Freddy and Jason is that when you want a costume for them, it's not as expensive as like.
Freddy Krueger. Do you remember how much that costume was?
I mean, there's the mask. The mask wasn't too expensive,
It was
but
nice.
for sure, Jason for sure is he's probably the cheapest, maybe like $30.
Yeah,
max,
Jason.
maybe.
I
And his
mean,
mask, like, it's actually good. Like when you buy it in like
I feel like
the sets.
the most overdressed character in horror is like Ghostface. Every kid dresses up as Ghostface. Like I don't know why.
Wait, what about Scream?
Yeah, Ghostface is from
I know,
Scream.
but like, would he win? No, not really.
I'm not.
Wait, no, Jonathan. Ghostface.
I know, but
Scream is from Ghostface.
I know,
Scream
but-
isn't a character.
I mean, Ghostface is from Scream.
would he win?
Oh, definitely not. He's a human. pretty
Yeah,
much.
'cause,
just a
like-
regular human. Yeah, no, he'd probably die first, honestly.
Honestly, like Ghostface is just a regular human, but with like supernatural stealth powers. That's it. That's the only supernatural thing about him. His stealth. He just comes out of nowhere.
Okay, so we got that out the way. Now let's talk about some modern killers. Honestly, the modern killers aren't. There's only like a couple, like Art the Clown. Honestly, I can't think of any good ones.
Dude, Art the Clown was pretty cool.
You guys have Netflix, right? You guys see like the Netflix killers. It's so bad. I cannot.
It's so
watch
bad. Oh my
it.
god.
I cannot watch it. It's so bad.
Netflix is just disappointing.
The only good horror thing from there is Stranger Things. That's the only good horror.
It's mid.
Honestly, the killers just don't hit the same anymore as the modern ones at least. But Art the Clown, dude, it's you've seen Jonathan. You've seen
Yeah,
Art the Clown, right? In like his
Yeah.
movies,
it's
in
disturbing.
Terrifier.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
But
Dude, he's so sadistic in his ways of killing. He uses every weapon. In fact, like one of the funniest scenes in the movie was when he mowed down the crowd with a Tommy gun. He just takes a Tommy gun out of his sack and he just mows down the crowd.
yeah, what would you do if Art the Clown was after you?
No. I try to make some makeshift weapons because he can't die, but you have to cut off his head and then destroy the head. Some entity will bring him back to life. And what better weapon to do that than with a machete and a shotgun? You know, for some reason in the movie, Art the Clown hides in the van of like some lady's car or something, and he blasts her face off or like her head off with a shotgun. Now I know that for sure, like a shotgun is gonna mutilate your face, but movie logic for some reason, it's just gonna blast your head off.
Yeah, for me personally, 80s slashers are way better than modern slashers.
Yeah,
I-
80 slashers.
Yeah, it's cool. All right, well, you guys got anything else to say for that? All right, then. The final thoughts and details, maybe.
no,
All right then. We're going on to our second to last topic, and we're gonna be talking about lifestyles here. What are your goals in life so far? Like, if you're doing well in school, like, most of us right now, we're signing up for our classes and everything. Like, what are your plans for the future? What are your plans for college? What do you plan on doing, and how do you attempt to achieve those goals? Here, Rocco, you go first.
No, I'm really into music, and I'm really into computer science. So I
So, are
thought
you?
about it, and I thought real hard, and I was like, why not design sound effects and music for video games? Like the Doom guy, Mick Gordon. I kind of want to be like him. That's
I
a pretty
mean,
cool guy.
would you get paid that much? How much do they get
So
paid?
I'm
A lot.
a lot,
That's
yeah, a
good, I
It's
lot.
guess.
hard to get to
Honestly,
that point.
it'd be dope making a soundtrack. Now,
Yeah.
John, I know you
Yeah.
have a lot of like ideas, like
And
in the pilot business and all that type of stuff. What do you
yeah, but
plan?
I'm colorblind.
Uh,
I don't know.
but like, what are you
I'll
planning
just
right
like
now? Since I know
try for
you're a smart guy.
so
Yeah,
yeah,
and
I
you're
don't
for
know.
sure gonna get a good
Whatever
job.
works out.
You have like straight A's. You're like about to take some college classes. You're probably gonna become an Eagle Scout soon. Probably gonna go to a good college. You're like, what do you plan on doing?
I don't know. I like music too, so maybe music business, but wherever it goes.
That's good. Me personally,
No.
I'm probably gonna try to maybe pursue something in like the law degree, maybe.
You taking that law
Um,
class or no?
so like a lawyer or like
Probably,
a police officer or
probably
What
like a
about
police officer,
investigator?
maybe.
oh like an FBI investigator. You're investigating this paranormal, like
Yeah,
this
no,
top
this is,
secret
Paranormal
government
I
shit
would
and
be
all that stuff.
investigating this guy named EDP. I'd be
event.
investigating EDP's case.
Dude, how's EDP not in jail? Like, I know he's technically
Yeah, how is
not
he
done
not in
anything
jail?
to a minor, but he's shown like time and time again he is willing to do something to minors that he wants to.
Yeah, didn't he show
You
his number
know,
two to a minor?
you know,
Ha.
he showed photos of his genitals and his feces to minors. I think that I mean he tried to, but it turned out to be a grown man. But he tried to, and like you know the law is different for consent in like a lot of countries, but in America, the age of consent is 18. So,
Yeah, dude, isn't it in
and
England? Isn't it in
EDP
England?
knew he knew that
Okay,
the
go ahead.
guy who was no like the guy who he was texting EDP said that he was like 13, and EDP knew that, but he didn't stop. Like he just kept doing it.
Yeah, he should go to
But
jail for that, but it
he
was
should
really
go to jail.
sloppy of the guys that caught him. But in England, isn't it like the age of consent? Isn't it 16? And in some countries, I heard it's like 13. I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I think that's a little.
It's like in the deep down slums of the countries, like somewhere in Asia, in some like random country. But yeah, I plan on taking maybe pursuing something in like the law career. Maybe I'm trying to take like a criminal investigations class right now, in school, and probably gonna go to community college most likely.
So I have a question for these types of things. Like, if you're trying to become an officer, don't you need to or like an investigator? Don't you need to pass a physical test and you need to be proficient with like firearms and fighting and all that stuff, and like have a lot of common sense? Because you got to be smart. Like, you can't be running
Yeah,
into like traps set up by criminals and like random like government dark web stuff. That it's a dangerous thing. Like you gotta like
yeah. I mean, I'm up for it. I'm dedicated. I wonder what Jackson would be if he was here, if I asked him that. Because I've never really asked him what he wanted to be.
He doesn't have plans. He
Wait,
told me.
what? Oh. Oh well. Okay. Anything else before we get on to our last and final topic?
I you know what? When you're first starting out, like a tip of recommendation would be live with your friends in like an apartment or a dorm together. Just live with your friends. It'll
Honestly,
be a
yeah,
lot easier.
that's nice. And if you're in high school, treat your friends with respect, since that could be like the last time you see them, honestly. Because in high school, I heard it's like when you get out of high school, you only talk to like 10 other people, and most of the people you never see again. It's crazy, but that's just how it is. All right, moving on to our final topic, and this is just a simple topic. We're gonna be talking about some recipes and like cooking, you know. So I'll start it off. Um, Last year I took a culinary class. It was like it was kind of mid though, since it was beginning culinary. So it was like just baking, and yeah, it was like dry pasta, all the simple stuff. But I mean, it's taught me a lot. Honestly, I like to cook. It's cool making stuff for like friends and family. It's nice. What about you guys? You guys like looking into recipes, like anything healthy,
You know,
maybe something sweet, all that good stuff, or like
yeah, I
just
think cooking is a skill everyone should know in general.
honestly, what's yeah. Oh yeah, sure.
Hey, thanks for having me on too. I appreciate it. I'll see you. Take care. All right. See ya.
Hey, well, we still have our last topic before we get to conclusion, but just name a couple things that you could cook, like fish, beef, chicken, all that
Tacos,
good
fried
stuff.
fish, hamburgers or sliders,
Honestly, fish.
grilled
It's
salmon.
I like wrapping in the tin foil, salmon in the tin foil. It's
Yeah.
really nice, honestly. And steak, but steak is hard to perfect, honestly. Like I can't get a good crust on it or anything. It's and when you said tacos, what type of tacos do you
You
make?
gotta be. I want to say like carnitas or al pastor, something like that.
Yeah. Well, honestly, that's really all I got. Um, I got a conclusion though. So what I gotta say is, well, John's not here, and then neither is Jackson, which sucks. But I just wanted to say thanks for joining us, guys. Um, it was great having you guys here and like just talking. It's our first podcast, so probably wasn't the best, but it was cool having you guys on here, just chilling for like the straight 15 minutes we were on. Thanks for having us, and peace out, guys.